Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Mission Podcast. This is the Newcastle and Liverpool match review, game week 2 of Liverpool season. As you know, most of Mission Podcasts are Liverpool fans, as evidenced by this and my green screen, poorly cropped. With me today is DK, as always, and we've also got Kazi as well, who is a wrestling and football specialist who has specifically come on for today. So, boys. 3-2 at St James's Park. Come on, guys.
Bro,
I'm loving it.
I'll, I'll let Kasi go first.
The dopamine hasn't wore off from you, so I think you lot should go first because
Bro, my
otherwise,
dopamine ain't wore off either, man. Get into it. Get into it, yo.
Bro,
Listen.
last week, yeah, I remember the first thing I said on this pod was, I don't want games like this every week. I said, I don't want games like this, like 3-2 games or 4-2 games every week. And they gave us another one in quality, the most dramatic faction ever. A 16-year-old coming off the bench, getting the winner. I think the second youngest Premier League goal scorer ever behind Wayne Rooney, I think. I mean, that is some crazy achievement. But yeah, man, the whole game was mental. I mean, all week it was being hyped about this crazy game. We've been fighting for Isak for a while now. Tensions were really high going into this game. I think Joe Linton was training for an MMA fight instead of a football match on that pitch at times. But yeah, everything about that match was crazy. We have red calls, we have last minute winners. We'll get onto the players individually later, but as a whole performance, I thought it was not a good performance. I thought that, especially that first 30 minutes, was probably the worst I've seen us in a really long time. I mean, St. James Park is no joke. That is top five toughest games every season. Even if we win there sometimes we lose, but just every time we go there, it's one of the toughest games ever. And again, today it was for the opening 30 minutes. Look, they could have gone 2 goals ahead, maybe even 3 goals ahead. But we did what we did. We held on. Van Dijk, what a performance. We'll go on to the other guy, but Virgil van Dijk, this is why he is the best centre back ever in the Premier League, in my opinion. He's that good. He won everything in the air. He did everything he had to do. The other guy was not, he did not perform as good, and that's been the case for a while now. We'll get onto him, but yeah, again, Van Dijk was absolutely amazing. Gramovich, what you could tell with Gramovich what we're missing from the midfield last week. He brings so much to the midfield. That goal was, I think, he mounted a deflection, but he was going in anyway. So nice finish again. Ekitike, this guy, every time he gets the ball around the box, you just think something's gonna happen. He got the ball. I think Gakpo played off to him, really similar to Gakpo's goal last week. This time it was the other way around. This time Gakpo played it off to Ekitike, and Ekitike found the bottom corner. Excellent finish. Bother, I mean, again, Sobazai, I think Rabak was sensational. But we're going to the other players. But yeah, let one of you guys go now.
Yeah, that's very well explained. Yeah, we're going to be doing a player rating as well of every single player that stepped on the pitch, as we did in similar fashion last week for the Bournemouth game. But similarly to what I said last week as well, I think I'm still taking 38 wins out of 38 if it means it happens like this every single week. I've got no qualms, I think one of the big things that is going to go unnoticed, because he very much goes unnoticed all the time, is how much we missed Alexis McAllister in the midfield today, with the
yep.
amount of control that he brings, the intelligent passing, the fact that he's a better player than Curtis Jones. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that Curtis Jones is horrible in any sense of the imagination. I just think that McAllister is he's just a total upgrade on what Curtis Jones is as a footballer, and I think we missed that touch of world class quality in the midfield, which meant at times we were getting overrun a lot in the midfield. Well, at times we were getting overrun in terms of the intensity side of things. Um, but overall, I think the result, yes, may not be reflective of the performance from the Liverpool aspect, and the fact that Newcastle were, gung ho, playing like they had nothing to lose. That's probably why they were able to play the way they did. But it just goes to show how clinical Liverpool are, and the improvement that we've made in the last few years is, in these types of games, are we able to just ride out the storm and take our chances when it matters? And we did. And that's the most important thing in these types of games. It's the difference between 3 points, 1 point it's a big difference. It's going to make a big difference come the end of the season, and it will do a lot for the players' confidence as well. Obviously, they'll go back and be like, "Yeah, we need to improve on X, Y, Z." But a win's a win. We should never, take you can't take that away from the players at the end of the day, because it was a tough game.
Yeah, Kazi.
My thoughts on the game was that was if you want to summarize the Premier League in one way, that's that game's the definition of summarizing the Premier League. That's literally it. Like the entertainment factor. That's 2 weeks now. We've given this league the best entertainment factor back to back. I'm still yet to see another team produce, anything like that. So yeah. Also, I'd say on the performance, that was probably one of the worst. I'd say 25 to 30 minutes I've seen us away from home. Like genuinely, like that reminded me of PSG away the first like, but the chances weren't as good as what PSG had. But it just felt like we were just I don't even know like the way they were pressing at midfield. I'm not. We're gonna come on to player ratings, but there's one player that we're gonna have a conversation on, and I know it's early, but we need to have a conversation on him. And listen, I want to go back to back. As hard as it is to do that, we want to win trophies. And if that means that we're gonna have to do something that we don't like, you wouldn't really want to do. Well, I mean, yeah, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. But overall, heart attack almost. Yeah, back to back weeks, but we got the 3 points, and yeah, I am genuinely the dopamine hasn't worn off. Like it's actually mad. I'm gonna go back and watch that just the last couple of minutes just to see. I just
Just
can't
to
believe a
feel something in
16-year
it.
old. I just can't believe a 16-year-old has come off the bench and scored his finished like that and scored a winner at St James's Park is
You know what it
crazy.
is. You know what it is. I think. Well, it's just brilliant, isn't it? It's just what football was made for. Like you said, the entertainment factor. Obviously, as a neutral watching football, you think, yeah, this is pretty much perfect. Aside from the fact that Liverpool won, no one really wants Liverpool to win except Sunderland and Liverpool fans. Um, but all that aside, I think Danny may be right in saying we don't want to have this so
Mm,
often. You want a few
yeah,
comfortable wins. You may be right, but at the moment, 2 wins in two, I'm not going to complain. I've just read just now that Rio Ngamoa he knocked off Michael Owen as the youngest ever goal scorer for Liverpool. So
yes,
That's
that's
crazy,
another
man.
Geordie rat off the top,
thank
another United scum,
thank
Real
God.
Madrid bag chasing snake right off the top of the list. Even though he said something really good about Isak uh on a show, he still ain't forgiven, man.
Listen,
Unless he gets Isak's here.
on Sunday against Arsenal, we're gonna go up 2 goals again. What we done for the previous 2 games. They're gonna pull two back, and who's gonna score the winner this time,
Joe
guys?
Gomez.
No, no, no.
That would be
I
mental.
actually think you know what. I don't know. I think the Arsenal game can go one or two ways. It's either gonna go. Either we might. This is gonna sound crazy. Either we might just somehow like see out the way if they play like they did against United and that open. I'm sorry, but if we can't open them up, I'll be shocked. But I don't know how they're gonna approach the game is the question. But I think we might actually have like a calm
Yeah,
game.
we'll
I
talk more
Not
about
reckon.
not
that in the
You know what it
preview.
is. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go the other way. I reckon we blitz them. I reckon we blitz them.
we'll talk more about that in the
I reckon
preview.
we
Ah,
I
Let's
yeah,
go
reckon
on
we
to the player
let's save that
ratings
for the
now.
preview. Save that
Yeah.
for the preview.
we'll say that for the preview, but I reckon we blitz them anyway. Starting with Allison. I think this guy proved today why he is what top two, top three Premier League goalkeepers of all time.
Yep.
I think just the way look, he didn't make that many notable saves, but in
It could be
terms
two.
of
Yeah.
being able to collect the ball, release the pressure, distribution, um, everything that you don't really appreciate with a world class goalkeeper. Um, that was all there to see today. He put on a really, really special performance. Obviously, it wasn't as notable as the PSG one where he was making crazy saves, but the way he collected the ball from crosses, etc., just special. Honestly, he conceded 2 goals that I don't think he could have done much about. Um, so I'm putting that as a 8 out of 10. He was really, really vital.
I'll probably give him a seven. I thought he was fine. Again, everything Hazza said, I thought he did that again. All his, handling, everything was good. For I just watched the second goal back now. First time I was saying, could they have done better? But no, that was all on the defenders. Stupid highline for no reason. So yeah, I'm not gonna blame Allison for any of the goals. I'll probably give him a seven. Kazi.
I'd give him an 8. I reckon, he's very underrated about Alisson, his claims. When you look at all
Yeah.
these other goalkeepers in the Premier League and they run and jump around like they're flapping their arms, he's like, he runs out, he slides, he grabs the ball like a cat, he pounces on it. Sometimes that's very key to do. Like, there was a few crosses, a few chances Newcastle had, and he actually came out and he, like, yeah, I'd give him an 8, 8 out
It's
of
just
10.
it's just elite, isn't it?
Yep.
It's his positioning. It's his positioning that clears so many other goalkeepers of the past and the present. That he always seems to be in the right position at the right time. And when he
Yeah.
does that, he makes all the simple stuff just look really stupidly easy, and it just makes you think, yeah, I could play goalkeeper. But the guy just has like a 10-10 vision of everything. Like, I even remember when Joe Linton tried to play through Elanga, and if Alisson's starting position wasn't great, Elanga was in for a 1v1, and Alisson just went out and cleared it. That was very early on in the game as well.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Uh, so yeah, no, Alisson just the only thing that would have given him a 10-10 performance is if he had a clean sheet, but it obviously wasn't going to happen today. So yeah, no, 8,
Yeah.
very deserved.
Rabak with a sensational shift. So was I.
I think this is about as
Wow.
close as you're going to get to a 10 out of 10. To be honest, I'm going to say a 9. I'm going to say a 9. But bro, this was better than any defensive shift that I've seen. This is the best defensive shift at right back that I think I've seen for a very, very long time at Liverpool. It's up there with Conor Bradley versus PSG. It surpasses everything that Trent has done at right back in terms of a defensive stature.
Yeah,
Um,
defensively.
and I think this should go down as one of the better defensive performances across the entire Premier League this season. Szoboszlai was insanely good.
Agreed. I'm gonna probably put my nine as well. Agreed, Hazard. I thought he was sensational. I thought he worked hard all game. Being what our third choice right back after Frimpong and Bradley, he put in a great shift. And then when he got put into midfield, I think he began to find lots of space going forward once we're down to 10 men. And again, for that winner, let's not forget that dummy, a sensational dummy to
Oh,
play onto Rio. So yeah, for me, that was as close as to a perfect performance you can get for Sabas. I'll probably give him a nine as well.
Like, the only reason I'll probably give him a 10. The only reason is because he played our right back. He's out of position,
Hmm.
and then later on in the game, this guy's endurance, it's insane. We're talking 100 minutes onwards. He's there pressing still. Like, I don't know if you've seen, he was there pressing. This was like in the 80, I don't know, late 80s, maybe 90s. He was there running like full on
yeah,
sprinting, and I
screw it.
was like,
I'll give him a 10.
his
Give it.
guy,
I'll give.
his
We'll give it a
for
10.
the Premier League, he is like, for a midfielder, he's literally everything you want. And for that dummy that he done, his IQ is ridiculous. That IQ there, that's what I want to see from our players. And he was in the number 10 position, which is, very poetic as well, because he got shifted out of that position and got, sent to the bench, or got sent to the pivot, and then played at right back today. So we're gonna have a, conversation about Sabazlai. So yeah.
I think what's really important as well is, yes, he had the IQ. He could have, if that same chance came in the 30th minute, he probably would have dummied. But look at the time in the game. You can sometimes think, I'm going to snatch at that, because it's late on and I trust myself. But it's just it's the game awareness and being able to do it under that pressure, to dummy that. Wow, unbelievable. Like, you can clearly tell that there is a special player in Szoboszlai. Um, and I don't want to draw comparisons to Steven Gerrard here or anything like that, but in terms of like his impact in so many different positions that he has, such as in the 10, at right back, in the pivot, and can put out these kinds of performances. I'm not saying it is like Gerrard in any sort of sense of it being world class, but if Szoboszlai can become consistent, then he could be the closest thing to replacing that Gerrard sort of player, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, but
Yeah, like being able to play
Yeah.
all over the pitch to a rally. high level. Again,
Not in the James Milner style because
yeah, yeah.
I think Milner was just Mr. Reliable. He can play it safe, but Szoboszlai is just ridiculously um, dynamic in every single position that he can play in. That's the only reason why I would draw that comparison in a archetype, not in a like for like, essentially.
There were people saying when we signed words early on, just before the season started, that Sabaza will be the one dropped. I was looking at him like, nah, this guy's a certified starter for Slot. He's, in my opinion, he's one of Slot's favorite players in the team. You can tell Slot looks at players, who got the intensity to him, who can play in multiple positions to a high level, and that's what I think Sabaza started the season really well. And let's hope it continues on Sunday because we really need his legs against Arsenal, especially. So yeah, I mean, I'm one of Sabaza's biggest fan. I've already said I rate him really high compared to some other fans. But yeah, man, just good things to say about him. And let's go to the other side, KK's. I thought he was really reckless. I thought all game he didn't really look comfortable at all under pressure all game. In my opinion, it is early to say this kind of stuff, but I think this level's not his level right now. Maybe in a 2 3 years he could be a top class left back for Liverpool. But right now, from what I've seen, just from what I've seen, maybe he could turn it around in the next few games. From what I've seen, he's been really poor. He's been too reckless. He's too eager. Maybe he's trying too hard to impress. Similar thing against Bournemouth, and he's doing the same thing right now. And for that goal, I thought he was really poor. For that goal to get them back in the game, I thought he was really poor. So yeah, I hope he fixes up real quickly because on Sunday he's going to be up against, I think he's going to be up against Saka. No, not Saka. He's injured. Maybe Madueke because he's going to be Saka's replacement,
Could
and
be Ranieri.
could be him as well. Again, tricky wings to play against, so he's going to need to fix up. Again, yeah, it just feels too reckless to me at this stage. But let's hope he fixes up. So I'll probably give him a 4.
I mean, yeah, I'll probably say the same thing, but I'd also like to point out that he's gone up against Semenyo and he's gone up against Elanga, and those are two really difficult assignments as a Liverpool left back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
say I'd say that as
No,
well.
easy. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I'd give him the 4 rating. Don't get me wrong, but when you're up against those types of players, in defence, no less, like these are intense forwards, by the way. These are guys that are just going to constantly run at you. Um,
Yeah,
the
I
fact that
agree.
it's not. I'm not discouraged by
mm,
his by the bad stuff. It's just more of like a mental game. It's just literally mental.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
So I'm not fussed. He's gonna turn up. He's gonna turn up soon. I know that people on Twitter have been saying reminds him of people that he's remnant of an Alberto Moreno in that he
Oh,
may leave
that's
space
crazy.
in
Yeah,
behind sometimes with his aggression and stuff. But again, we would not have signed him if we didn't think that he would have been up to the standard of what's needed at Liverpool. Otherwise, we probably would have tried to have gone in for an 8 Nori, and we probably would have got 8 Nori over Manchester City. We've been signing all these top class players, so no, look, I think we'll be fine. He will be fine. That's one player I'm not worried about for the moment.
okay. Virgil van Dijk.
9. It's just 9 for me. Just that was like 2019 Van Dijk, just commanding in the air, super calm on the ball. Looked completely, looked like he was in so much control in amidst all the chaos, and especially in a 3-man defense with one guy selling. Um, he was just brilliant. It was just brilliant. Clearances, being in the right place at the right times, making defending look really easy.
Yeah, I agree. 9, shadow of a doubt. Unbelievable. That's probably one of the best games we're gonna see from him this season. So yeah,
Can I just read the stats out? So the first game of the season, he won 12 out of 13 aerial duels. Let's just deep that 12 out of 13. And against Newcastle, he won, I think, 6 out of 9. Which again, let's put them together. He's nearly contested 20 duels and he's won about 90% of them. Sensational. It's been amazing. Again, I thought his other opponent did not help him at all. He was reckless all game. But Van Dijk again, just what he does in it is one of the best we've ever seen. Won everything, commanded his box. I think his passing was great. So yeah, again, this is a standard performance for Van Dijk. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. It's just what Van Dijk does. So yeah, 9 for me. Let's get into his other opponent now, Kanate.
Yeah, I
Tough
think
game, tough game.
Kazi's come on for two players here, so this is the one I'll let
Kazi,
him
go on.
ride with.
Talk about Konate. I don't know about you lot, but when I watched him, the Bournemouth and this game, it reminds me of Trent versus Man United. I don't know, like his mindset or like he's showing effort. It's not like he's being lazy, but it's like he's thinking of something else in the back of his head. Like he's not thinking about just the game. Like I don't know what it is, but performance wise, yeah, he looked. You know what it is though. The only thing I'll say is St James's Park. It's hard for everyone. Like most centre backs are gonna go there and they're gonna struggle. Like some of the best centre backs in the league are gonna go there and they look
He is
out of
Kazi, but
place.
my main problem is last week against Bournemouth. The
Yeah.
same thing happened twice in a row now.
You on about the Dan Burn?
No, no, Konate, I'm just saying it's happened 2 weeks in a row now. I want to say it's just a Newcastle, away thing. I think it's a personal issue with him. Just.
I think you'll see against Arsenal because it's at home. It's a big game. I think we'll be able to see like I don't know, but I think the whole team. Obviously, Kanaya wasn't good, but the whole team was struggling in the first half. Like it was very hard. So,
Yeah,
and
of
the
course.
centre backs were under a
I
lot
don't
of
think we were
pressure.
great at all. Yeah, I thought the players, all of them were horrible. But again, his passing in the opening 10, 15 minutes was absolutely horrible.
Yeah, his
He did
passing
the
was
same thing
dreadful.
last week. He was giving the ball to their players. He was putting it out for a corner. He was giving the ball to Tonali. I've seen so many times it happen. And it was actually really annoying me. So I don't think it's a thing with, okay, it's a
Oh, guys.
Newcastle. Yo, my man. I don't think
So
it's a
much
Newcastle
time.
away thing because he's hacked them games before. I think it's more of a him thing. Maybe his head's in Madrid. Who knows? But yeah, I thought it was horrible, man.
Yeah, I
Umair,
just think
Yeah,
what's
Who
on
are we on
Konate?
about?
Kanate.
Konate.
Oh, I thought it was fucking shit. I think with Kazi Madrid, he's had stinkers 3 weeks in a row, and if he's gonna play like this, I say sell him.
I'm giving a 2
but
on.
I also want to say, Kazi, I know you said that St James's Park is a really difficult place to go to, but Kanate is not an inexperienced player who's just been
Exactly,
recently
yeah.
bought. He's a staple of the Liverpool side. He's he's a sentinel in defence and has been consistently for the past few years since he's been here. So for him to be churning out these kinds of horrible performances at the moment, it doesn't put enough confidence in me at the moment to make me think that he is um, a deserving starting centre back. Because I'll be honest, if we had a fit Joe Gomez, I would say you start him against Arsenal. If Leone had had a good pre-season, I'd have said start Leone. And if we didn't sell Quanta, I'd be wanting Quanta in that side right now. But you know, Arsenal, Gyökeres versus Kanate. I still back Kanate, but I'm not too confident at the moment with the fact that he's not been playing well enough at the well enough right now.
I
Please
don't think
get
his head's
Guehi.
up here.
Please get Guehi. We need that
I
guy
don't
so
think his head's
badly.
here. I think his head's uh in Madrid. To be honest, I
I
think
don't. See. The thing is, though, I think that's as much as that could be the case, you are still in the moment when you're playing football.
mm,
Like you're a defender.
Yeah, but
You're
look
gonna
at
win a tackle. You're gonna win a ball in the air. Like,
Trent.
yeah, but Trent has never look. Let's be honest, right? Trent's never been that good defensively.
No, I'm on
And
about effort though. Effort as well, not just defense, just effort in general.
yeah,
Like
but Kanate Kanate to a certain degree is showing effort. It's just the quality
Yeah.
isn't as
I
high
thought, yeah,
level at the moment.
I think he's
Yeah,
been
no,
horrible for the last
yeah,
what three
he's been
games now.
horrible quality wise, but you can't.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna knock him for his effort because he's still trying
he was
to
bad
get
in
in
the
and around.
community shield. He was bad last
Yeah,
week against Bournemouth. He was bad
yeah.
today. He's
Yeah.
just, I don't know why he looks really sloppy all of a sudden. My voice, I went a bit mental during that last minute winner. But
Yeah, so did we, and we're still here.
yeah, my voice is a bit fucked. But what was I gonna say? He looks really sloppy on the ball. Uh, he looks like every time he's under pressure, he fucks it up. Which is weird because usually he would be kind of composed most of the time, I'd say. But if we didn't have Virgil van Dijk in this team,
Bro. So
it's so over. Like,
listen, like I said, if it was a one-off game, I'd give him, okay, fair enough, I'd give him
yeah,
leeway. But we've been seeing it happen for like a few weeks now. Like
3 weeks
again,
in a row now.
like
So
Umair said, against Crystal Palace, he was not great. Last week against Bournemouth, he was horrible, and today again, horrible. Let's see how it goes against Arsenal, but I think this is getting concerning. So I'll probably give him a 3.
yeah, I think that's about right.
So on to the midfield now. Gramovich took his
Yeah, I
goal
can't lie.
really
When he
well.
got booked early on, despite the fact that the refereeing favouring the home side was, slightly
Yeah.
concerning. Well, not slightly concerning. It was borderline match fixing, stupid PGMO bullshit nonsense, like favouring the Newcastle players who are committing fucking GBH across the pitch, and
GBH.
it all being celebrated by the fans, and then Gravenberch makes probably the less. Don't get me wrong, it was a yellow. Don't get me wrong, it was a yellow. But
Oh
if
yeah.
you're trying to,
More
like
player, in my opinion.
referee the game to that similar standard, you just got to look the other way, man. Like, why are you turning your fat bald head to my beautiful Gravenberch and giving him a yellow
Lucky,
card? You
first 10
scumbag
minutes,
referee,
you'll be allowed to leave your mark on a man.
bruv. I'm telling you, yeah.
Back in the day, you could.
Listen. If
Was
he went and broke my man's ACL, yeah, I would have been like, oh, well, that's football. Like,
it's all right.
today I'd be like,
Tensions
yeah,
are
that's
high,
what,
games just kicked
I'd
off.
have had no sympathy because I know we're meant to be talking about Gravenberch in it, but those Newcastle fans, wallahi, yeah, they've been non-stop talking about like we're going to war, bruv. It was like their Champions League final. I swear to God, you guys played a domestic cup final against us earlier this year when your first trophy for about 60 plus years, man. Even my dad weren't even born before the time that you won a trophy, man. Like, my dad's an old man, by the way, and you guys hadn't even won a trophy before that, if I'm getting my facts and figures right. Like, bro,
By the way, all
I'm
we
pretty
did
sure, bro,
was beat him
Pakistan
for a player.
was Pakistan even formed like 60 years ago or something like that, man? I mean, like, this is how long it's been since Newcastle won a trophy, bruv. Like, and this was like their cup, this was their World Cup final, by the way, and
And they
oh my
bottled
God,
it.
they're shameless. All because we sent a bid in for their player. Hello,
A
Newcastle.
world record transfer fee, by the way.
Yeah, so
Highest British fee ever.
let me play it out for you. Isak's like, I want to leave. It's been promised to me. Liverpool. Hey guys, we want a bid. It's a British transfer record, by the way. Let us know what you think. And then it's just all hell breaks loose. And then
Nah,
we're
these
all
Liverpool
all
fans.
of a sudden the bad guys in this. Yet Newcastle with their Arab mentality holding man's hostage like it's, oh God, my head's gonna
I wonder what
explode.
happens with that. I reckon
It's
he's.
gonna explode. I'm gonna say something really bad here.
I reckon
By
he's
the
gonna
way,
say
the ball was in play for just 40% of tonight's game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Premier League.
that was not
it
football.
does
That was
surprise
not
me
Premier
at
League
all.
heritage, mate. Premier League heritage.
It was a proper game of football. It was like
No. Slot
good
said it was not
challenges in
football.
there.
That's the proper. If you listen, if I wanted to watch Fuggery in it, I'd stick on the Peaky Blinders on Netflix, man. Like, I wanted to watch
Nah,
football,
man,
but
this was
we're
a
not gonna
proper
get that.
game of footy. It wasn't woke. It was proper challenges, proper people going for it. Oh,
ZK.
ZK out of nowhere.
Yo,
It
what you
was a
saying?
proper
What you
game of
Boys,
saying? What
this
you
is
footy.
a
saying?
party now. This is a party now.
Smash and grab as well to flip the game on its head. We had everything in this game. This is proper Barclays Premier League. Like a 2-0 up against 10 men, a comeback with 10 men, and then a last minute bottle by a 16-year-old who's never played in the Premier League ever in his life. He's
Yo, you
baby.
know what? This would have made so much sense if you came on at the beginning, bro. Like, we're in
Yeah,
play
we're on
rating time.
Gramovich now, man. What rating you give me Gramovich? Because I'll be honest,
I'll give
probably
him
a
an 8.
7 because he got his goal, and I feel like the first time the game bypassed him too easily, like he did with all our midfielders. But I think he
I
was
thought he
okay.
was best in class.
I think the yellow card held him back a bit. He couldn't play his national game, but again, that goal, amazing. I'll probably give him a 6 or 7.
I'd give him an 8 for goal.
Nah, I'd say a 7. I'm gonna say a
Yeah.
7.
And also, I like the early yellow card, man. It was a good challenge.
Bro, I'm telling you, it was
Outstanding.
generally, it would be booked as a yellow card across any sort of game of football. But when
Yeah, of
you've
course.
seen Joe Linton try and karate kid someone's head off, like, and you're just turning the other way, like, fuck
That's a
off.
disgrace. That's a yellow card. That's a
Bro,
joke.
that could have been. Listen, if he's gone and bopped my man in the head, yeah, that should have been given a red. But we already got our red card tonight.
And
Got our red
Joel
card tonight, yeah.
couldn't even play the full 90.
All right. Next
Wow.
player, Curtis Jones. This is
Oh.
gonna have a bit of.
Great player today, by the way.
I
Unreal.
don't think Kazi agrees with you, man.
What?
Really?
Did he
He's our
say
best
great?
player on the pitch.
I don't think
What?
Kazi agrees with you. Oh,
Best player on the pitch.
Oh,
He got to
no,
be
that's
trolling,
crazy.
bro. He's got to be trolling.
you both can go at it.
Fucking stupid.
You
Curtis
think
Jones was the best man on the pitch today. He was everywhere.
you think Curtis Jones is the best
He
on
did
the pitch?
everything. His work rate was insane as well. He's winning the balls back. All right, he should have scored. He messed up that
Did you
one
watch
chance.
the same game?
Oh, no, that's crazy, man.
I'm
Danny
sorry,
did
but
say
Curtis
yes.
Jones. Oh,
That's crazy.
hold up. Curtis Jones, that midfield pivot, fair enough. Gravenberch could not get hold of a game against 10 men. 10 men.
Curtis Jones was
Bruno Guimaraes was
absolutely
dog walking
brilliant.
and running them ragged from the minute that first goal came in. We literally did nothing. The midfield was getting hammered. When I tell you hammered, they were getting hammered. I don't know what control we had, or defensively as well. We were getting
Curtis
like
Jones with the
cut
most
open.
tackles in the game. Yeah,
Right?
little start for you. Yeah, 89% passing rate,
Yeah,
100%
passing rate.
successful dribbles. 5 passes into the final third, 6 recoveries. He won 3 of his tackles. He won all his ground duels. He won fouls. What do you want him to do?
Listen, I thought Curtis Jones had a good game, but some of his decision making let him down. I thought his
Yep.
overall game, keeping the ball, he probably one of the best keeping the ball in the whole team. Did well for that. I thought the play was okay. I
He
think
handled the press very well as well.
exactly, but I feel like his decision making let him down, which is why I think Kazi's a bit mad. But I think he was
You know the
okay.
thing that annoys me the most? He hold on to the ball too long, way too long. We
Yeah,
had four
He's
players
always done
yeah,
running.
that.
I
He's
agree.
always done that.
We had four players
He's
running, and
always
he
done
just
that.
carried on holding the ball. And then
Exactly.
Curtis Jones
Bad
has missed
decision making.
3 passes to be the best player in the
decision
world.
making. But he's not a kid anymore, though. He needs to realize when to release the ball. That's what annoys me.
I'd give him a 7 or 6.
I'll give him a 7 or 6.
I'd
Fair
give him an
enough.
8.
Nah, I'm
Maroon and
I think
probably a
Zenit,
he's our best
7 for
player.
me.
I would give him man of
7.
the match. I can't lie.
Our
Man
best
the match
over
over
Sabo.
Szoboszlai.
Not much is crazy.
Nah,
I'm gonna
that's
What?
crazy,
I
man.
think Sobers like and Van Dijk were both better than Curtis
Man
Jones.
the
Okay, yeah.
match
Curtis
Bruv,
curse.
Jones
how
over
is
there
this my
too.
first impression of you, bro? Nah, you gotta raise the
This is
standard, man.
crazy, man.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. Our best player over Soboslai, over
Oh,
Virgil.
Curtis was everywhere. Dom was great as well. Don't get me wrong.
Mm.
Both were very good.
Nah, that's crazy. Man said he was good as well. Nah, man.
Florian Wirtz, who wants the floor for him?
Oh, let me go first on this, please.
Of
Oh
course.
no.
All right,
He's gonna go first.
I'm literally gonna make this short and sweet, without like saying too much. Yeah, I know he's new to the league. It's very physical, but brother, I am putting Szoboszlai back in the 10 against Arsenal. I'm putting him on the bench. I'm not even joking, because what Declan Rice might do to him, and the way Arsenal played, they set up so defensively. I genuinely fear for what's gonna happen to Wirtz. I don't want. I don't want to watch it. And I'd go back to something that is actually, we won the league with it. It works. I want to go back to Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Gravenberch to see where we're at, especially with the way Szoboszlai is right now. You can't move him to the bench or put him back into the pivot. Personally, I'd start him personally.
Yeah, I can agree with that actually, and that's not me trying to knock what how Florian Wirtz has performed over the past couple of weeks. Obviously, he's a big money signing, and he's going to be. I think we'll find out, throughout the season how world class he genuinely is. But right now, as you say, Kazi, I kind of have to agree. I think Szoboszlai has been immensely. He's just been immense so far. Um,
It's like
and
he got
again,
a
that's
kick
not.
up the ass with the word signing. I think he buckled
Yeah,
down
exactly.
and
Yeah,
was
exactly. And I
trying
think,
harder.
sometimes some play you need slot likes having competition in each position, doesn't he?
Yep.
And I think if I don't think Szoboszlai needed that, but because I think he was doing really well last season. But if Szoboszlai wants to get that number 10 position back, then I think he's going to start next Sunday and show and have the opportunity, unless they go the other way and just say Szoboszlai starts out right back again, because I thought he was really good there, and I think he would do better than Conor Bradley at this moment in time at right back, just because Bradley's going to come back from injury, so you don't want to rush him anywhere.
Yeah, I think if Maka's fit, I'm starting Maka, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai
Yep.
against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I think Florian Wirtz will become good. I think he just needs some time. But a team like Arsenal, I don't want to take big risks. And that's a proven midfield three that works. And we know that works. We saw it all last season. That's a midfield three that won us a league title. I think that's the reliable midfield three that you want to go with against Arsenal. But I do think he will come good. And give it a few weeks. Give him at least, a couple more games. The Prem's very physical. He needs some time to adapt. He's a young lad. And I think give him a few weeks. He'll come good. He'll score. He'll get his assists. He'll look like he'll be a part of the team. But I think right now, next week against Arsenal, I'd bench him.
Yeah, I
Just
think the only thing I'll also add on to that actually is that I myself, I can hold my hands up to it. I've been giving players a lot of stick for not being able to adapt straight away and being bought in for a lot of money. The only good signs I've seen of Florian Wirtz so far is his ability off the ball as opposed to on it. He makes a couple of nice little passes in and around the opposition half, but again today just not the great. It's
To be fair, I
not
thought
a great performance to be
Wirtz was
honest.
very good in the Community Shield.
He was.
I thought he had a very good
First
Yeah,
half,
no, no, no,
first
no.
half,
Yeah,
second half he faded. Second half he faded.
Yeah, but the whole
First half
team
was
faded
good.
in the second half. The whole team was rubbish
The
overall.
intensity, though, innit? It's the
We were
intensity
Just to
level.
talk
progressing as
onwards, I feel
a
like
unit.
the first two games have been probably the most physical teams he's going to
Mm.
face all season, and
Yeah.
that's not realistically the conditions you want to give a player who's making playing his first few games in Premier League. Again, his technical abilities are this well. I think he's probably the best technical player in our whole squad, but he's going to take a lot of adjusting. Let's be honest, the Bundesliga is 10 times slower than the Premier League. The Premier League you
Not
can't
physical.
afford to. The Premier League you can't afford to take 2 3 touches and then make the pass. I think Ekatike has adapted straight away. He's
Yeah.
linking up really well, making these quick passes. Words I feel like it's more nonchalant on the ball. We spoke about the first game. It's really similar to what the first game. He takes too many times on the ball, looks for it, makes pass. You can't do that. You need to adapt straight away to the league, make your passes straight away. And I think he will come good. Of course, I think he's gonna come good no matter what happens. But the first few games have not really been promising. And I think he learned, of course, but I think Bundesliga to Premier League is a really big jump. Some players haven't really, really adapt to it all. But I think Words with his technical ability, I think off the ball, like I said, I think he's really good off the ball. That's probably one of his strengths we've seen so far. But I think he needs to, learn that he can't take 2, 3 extra touches and make that first pass. ZK, thoughts on Words?
I have a crazy theory about Verts, but I don't know if you guys are ready to hear it.
Let's hear it.
Um, Basically, what I think is our fans predominantly have severely misprofiled Verts. I saw someone on Twitter say that Verts is more like a Pedri rather than a Kevin De Bruyne, and honestly, I couldn't agree more
Yeah,
because
that's true.
Pedri,
Yeah,
I
I agree.
mean, Verts isn't like the
Okay.
type of player that you expect to be a game breaker, basically. I think of the assist of Kevin De Bruyne versus, was it United in the 22-23 season? He whipped it in from like the midfield into Haaland and he did that weird jumping thing. And Verts just doesn't have that in him to just whip out a pass like that from out of nowhere. Verts is like a tempo controller. At Leverkusen, you were watching his games and you were like, this guy is just he's hogging the ball. He's getting 100+ touches every single game. And unfortunately, that's just not going to happen at Liverpool. It's not going to happen at Liverpool. He needs to adapt and
No,
very
but his
quickly because,
dribbling as well.
yeah,
His
his
dribbling
dribbling is
hasn't
great.
really. No, he
So,
hasn't really done enough with
ZK,
it.
would you say he's more for David Silva than De Bruyne?
Yeah, probably. Wirtz is
Oh, I
like
would.
someone, he's like going to be a player that if you look at the stats and numbers, you don't really notice Wirtz like that. Kind of like Thiago, but in the final third, in my opinion. And I
And
said
saying
this
that,
in one of my older videos.
ZK, he did get double assists and double goals. I think last season or the season before that. So he
Yeah,
does get.
but that's in the Bundesliga though, and that's when he was like the fulcrum of the squad. Here we've
Mm.
got Salah, we've got McAllister, we've got hopefully Isak, we've
Also,
got Ekitike. So Wirtz won't be the center of attention anymore, and we can't make him the center of attention anymore because you have players that aren't better than him but can provide a greater impact than Wirtz. So I
also
don't think
for
he'd be like the fulcrum of the squad, but I think we should just give him time.
Of course,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
So where you
agree.
putting Words?
I'll
Probably
give him a 5.
5.
5.
I think he's better than Kerkez, yeah, but not by much.
Yeah, yeah, I can agree.
Salah.
Oh God.
I think he went a bit quiet today. I think
it-
he created a couple of chances,
Non-existent to be honest. I'm not
but
gonna lie.
I'm gonna be
he got
so
the assist
real.
at the end for the last
He
minute
got
winner.
he got the assist.
Just because he got
One
the
at one,
assist,
one at a
I'll
time,
give him
man.
a 6
Bloody
for
hell.
that,
One
or
at
a
a time,
7.
bloody hell.
I'd
Nah,
say a
he was
5.
shit, man. I can't lie. I'm so
I'd say
5.
a
sorry.
5.
He- The
Just
thing
because
is,
of the assist.
he did create a couple of chances. He even had
Yeah,
that one
just because of the assist.
That Curtis when he got his foot in messed up as
Uh,
well. He played a couple of nice passes. I don't think he had a bad performance. I think he just wasn't his
I
usual
don't think
standard.
the team didn't keep the ball anyway to
Mm.
really do much with
Oh,
it. So the ball is out of play.
That Jones
I
chance
don't
in the
think he had
first half.
much chances. I don't think he had a chance really at
Nah,
goal.
he never.
Did he have a
Same
shot?
with Ekatike. Ekatike's first chance he scored.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
Salah had a chance. I don't
Yeah,
think he had
I
much
can
played
agree.
into him. I think as much as I hate to say it, he's missing a certain rat. Um,
I
helping
don't
him
think
out
it's that.
really.
I think the way the team played today, they just didn't hold the
Yeah,
ball.
Yeah.
and
Sit
I
the
mean,
bed.
he was playing with Sabozda at right back as well.
I mean,
Obviously, it's a bit different to linking up with with a normal right
yeah.
back.
I mean, he
Usually,
still created two chances, and I don't
yeah,
know if you guys remember that Jones one in the first half where he should have
yeah.
scored. Jones should
Yeah,
have
he
scored
should
that
have
one.
He
scored
should have
that.
scored
That
that.
one and the assist for grey ball, Sabasa
Mm.
dubbing it to Rio. I'd probably
I think
give
he had good
Salah
moments.
a six, to be honest.
I'd also
Yeah,
like
I'd
to
Fair.
say
say that
six. He got the
because of the
assist as
fact
well.
that I'd say because of the fact that we never kept the ball for as long as we did,
Mm.
Salah's kind of like that player that only needs one. He only needs
Yeah.
to touch the ball 5 or 6 times to make that big impact.
Yep.
And he did.
You look at what he did for the Curtis Jones chance that Jones missed. Like you know, he's still going to make an impact in the game, and he set up the obviously the Soboslai dummy was more impressive than the Salah pass, but
Last year.
it's just the fact that if you can just get the ball to him in those moments, he's going to make an impact.
Mm.
He's not that Eden Hazard style player where he needs to have the ball
89
constantly and
stretches,
be
yeah.
the constant center of attention and still not provide anything for the side on a consistent basis.
Just
Um,
needs one
he
chance.
just he just need, he just needs, I think, 4 or 5 opportunities on the ball to create or score. That's it. And if
Mm.
Salah and the thing is that if Salah can just have a game where he does that and still provides for the team, then you're still going to win games of football with Salah in your side because he's always going to come out. He's always going to come up with something, regardless whether the players take advantage of that or not. Looking at you, Curtis Jones,
Hmm.
that's a different story.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah, that chance was really bad. But look, quality player. Just didn't have did just the team didn't help it, to be honest.
Mm.
You know, different the
Should we
difference
be
is
concerned about Salah?
Nah,
No, not yet.
why
not
am I?
yet.
Um,
Yeah.
No, I'm
I,
nothing to be concerned about. He played
No,
fantastically
he's
last
got 2 goals and assists in 2 games.
Yeah, I know, but like his performances have been, I don't know, kind of shaky.
I don't
They
think
No,
haven't
anyone's
been.
really
no,
been
last
watching
week
either.
last week was
no, but
I
he's
thought last week
33.
was
You
really
got to
good,
give
really
him
good.
some sort of slack, man. It's gonna
Bro,
happen.
Yeah, I
No,
Salah's
no, no,
know.
role for this
no, no, I don't
season
want. No,
is
no. The thing is, I don't want to come across as sorry. I don't want to I don't want to interrupt or anything. I don't want to come across as that kind of guy or anything like that. But you can't have the 30. You can't say, oh, he's 33, he's getting on a bit, and then also say, oh, he's playing really well. Like
I didn't say he's
he's
playing
not,
well. I said I
no, no, no.
understand if he has his
I'm
strengths.
just saying, like in a general sense of like we can't always hold
he
a double
doesn't
standard
need
for Salah.
to.
Even last season,
But
Salah had moments though. He wasn't good for the whole 90. He had a great moment here, a
yeah,
great
he had a
moment
few
That's
there, and
all
he
he
moments.
needs,
secured the
though.
win.
Salah
That's
That's
doesn't
all
all
he
he
need to
needs.
needs.
push
Yeah.
the whole 90. We know this. He needs 1 or 2 chances and he'll score.
No
I don't think.
player's really good the
Yeah,
whole 90 like that, really and truly, unless it's like, I don't know, like a number 9 or a false 9 or something, or like a midfielder. For a right winger, I don't know, man, it's hard.
You're gonna get. He
So,
got kept quiet today because we never. I know it said we
he
had
had no
65%
service.
of possession, but Newcastle had far better attacking moments, and we couldn't hold the ball for. We couldn't
if
hold
you look at the
free enough
space,
to get the ball to Salah.
if
That's
you look at the
simple.
space Rio had for the goal, they're all on Salah's side, like on the right side. There literally
Mhm.
no one on the left. Literally no
So, are you
one.
guys giving Salah a 6 or a 7?
6.
Six,
Um,
I'd say.
Six. He
Six.
didn't
I
do
would have
7's
anything
probably
too
given
wrong.
high.
him a 5. I
I don't
can't
think he
lie.
warrants anything more than that, but I don't think he was
Yes.
bad, I'd say.
You want to hear a new club record? We scored in 22 away league fixtures in a row for the first time.
I'm telling you,
Oh,
we are really
Bro.
good away from home. We could play
That's
all
crazy,
game and
bro.
we still find a way to score.
We haven't had a
Gakpo,
0-0 since I can't even remember.
Cody Gakpo.
Genuinely can't. When was the 0-0? I can't even remember.
do we have 0-0 last season away from home?
No, we never.
We scored in every away game, I think. If I'm not wrong.
23
Yeah,
in a
we
row.
I can't believe we scored it.
I think we won every single away game other than Fulham and Brighton, didn't it? And Chelsea.
Forest.
Oh,
That was a home
Forest
game.
was at home.
The
But yeah,
Forest was
Anyway,
away 1-1
Oh,
Jota.
okay.
we are getting off topic.
Uh,
Let's get on Gakpo.
yeah, go on.
2 assists.
Oh,
I
oh
don't think he
God.
was. Kazi,
I think
relax.
he was alright.
Let me. Yeah, I thought Gakpo was good. I thought he got the 2 assists. I mean, they weren't really great assists to be honest, but he did what he had to do. Passed the ball to
I
Ekitike.
think he held the ball up very well.
Held the ball really well. Did what he had to do. Didn't really get much opportunities because we again most of the ball was with Newcastle. He didn't have opportunities. But when he did get the ball, he did create two goals for our players. So yeah, I'll probably give Gakpo a 7.
I personally would say before we went down to 10 men, I don't even know like if he was really doing anything really. All the forwards, apart from Ekitike, I'll probably say were which like in the first half weren't very good really. But Gakpo, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know how to explain it.
He's
It just
not the
doesn't
one,
feel
bro.
like it doesn't feel like on the left wing there's anything like when I seen Rio come on straight away, he took on his man, he burst down the wing and he literally I
Mm.
was like, bro, I
Oh,
didn't see Gakpo do that once. Like
you
he
just
did
want
not
Lucho back,
take on his
innit?
man once.
Innit, Kazi? You
No,
just
it's
want
not to
Diaz
do with
back.
Lucho, it's to do with
Yes,
the left
yes.
winger. We're talking about left wingers and you want someone to take someone on. You want an out and out winger.
He's effective though. Gakpo scored last game and he got 2 assists this game. What more do you want from a winger?
Now, but you know the assist though. Come on, if we count in that, come on, if we
Yeah, we
count in
count
them
in
as
the two
We
assists,
assists he
can't
got. He
keep
got a
it's a
goal
bit
in the
shameless.
second
Come
half
on.
as well. He's our top goal. He's our top goal scorer this season so far, and he's a top
He
assist
only got
provider
two
as well.
assists.
But
What more?
against like okay, let's see against Arsenal. He's gonna be at home. We'll see against a better opposition and a better defender and a better
Did
team.
he
We'll see how
score
he
against
plays.
us last season? I can't remember now.
He
Can I
scored
just
against
sorry?
City last
Can
year.
I just chime in here really quickly? We've just been saying the same thing about Salah that he only needs one or two
Yep.
moments to get
Mm.
into a game, and I'm not trying to say that Gakpo's his left wing equivalent or anything, but Gakpo's pretty much done the exact same thing we've been praising Salah for, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden you're saying that we need to have this in a winger. I want this, that in a winger.
No, but
Like,
Gakpo. No, but Salah's 33 though. That's the thing. Like he's not
Yeah.
25, 26.
but
Gakpo
that,
literally in his prime.
it doesn't particularly matter because Salah in his prime was
Okay,
in his
fair
bad
enough.
games was still doing things like that. I'm just pointing it out there. He's still producing those moments where if we need a goal, if we need a few moments, he pops out with something, and you know he did really well for me today. Um, well, not for me. He did well for Liverpool, not for me. Like specifically, like that'd be nice if I was a Liverpool manager. But I'm just saying, like it's a double standard if we say, oh, Salah, pops up with a moment, he's this, that, the other, and then also say that Cody
But I think
Gakpo.
Salah's earned that though, whereas Gakpo needs to
Yeah.
be on it though. That's the thing. I'm
Yeah, but
expecting
Gakpo was
the
on it though.
fact that the fact that Ekitike is, I think, better than Gakpo at 22 is ridiculous, and he's coming and it's the Premier League just now, and he looks like he's been playing in this league for years. Like I'm shocked at the
Yeah,
difference
but
between them
how do you
two,
think
and he can
Cody
play off the
Gakpo has
left.
been bad for Liverpool? How can you watch that game today and think he's been bad? How do you think Curtis Jones was bad as well? It
I
doesn't
wouldn't
make
say bad. I would say it wasn't very. It was very underwhelming. Very
Yeah,
underwhelming.
yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. It's not that
Yeah.
convincing, but again, like you know, if
we
if you said to me
played
that
bad
Gakpo,
overall.
if you're gonna tell look, if you said to me before the start, if you said to me before the start of the season, even if they play against Arsenal next week and Gakpo doesn't do anything, Gakpo gets one goal and 3 assists, I am taking that 100%. In them three games, Bournemouth at home,
Listen,
Newcastle away, and Arsenal at home, 1 goal, 3 assists, happy days, man. Happy days for me because that means he's contributing he's
Yeah,
contributing
that's fine. Yeah, that's fine
on
if
the
he gets
left
something
wing.
against Arsenal. I don't know how long he's gonna keep this up for, like how consistent he's gonna be
he did
though.
it
But
last
he's
season for the
consistent
whole
all
season.
last season. He scored in like a stupid amount of home
Nah,
games as
last
well.
season he rotated. He rotated. I don't think this season he's gonna be rotated. He's probably gonna start majority almost
Nah,
every
he's
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
going
but
to be
when he starts,
yeah,
rotated.
he does
Kazi,
well.
I think if
What
we
you
get
think
Isak,
Stott's gonna start Rio?
Look
I
bad
think
when he
if
Nah,
we
not
get
starts.
Rio,
Isak,
but Isak and Ekitike on the left
if we get
wing.
Isak,
You,
Ekitike and Gakpo will probably rotate that left position, in my opinion.
Yeah.
you lot think Isak is coming? Fair enough.
Yes, bruv. The
This guy's
fuck?
doing,
What's
bro.
wrong?
Fair
What's it,
play to you, man.
bro?
Fair play to you.
You ain't
Here's
get the
the
memo,
Kazi.
bro.
I do think we
Nah,
get another
man.
attacker in either way. So I
Who's
think
the
there'll be a lot of
attacker?
rotation on the
Who do you
left.
reckon we get?
No idea who we get, but I do think we
We're
get an
gonna see
attacker
it.
in. All right. On to the superstar, Ekitike.
Oh,
I,
my
I thought
God,
I
man.
thought it was fantastic. I love watching this guy play.
What player?
I remember my friend. I remember my friend sent me a comp back in February, and he said, "If we don't get Isak, this is a very close second replacement." And the comp was unbelievable. I wanted Ekatike at my club the very next day. And dreams have come into reality, and we're seeing we're seeing the reality of a clinical gunman. Um, and I don't think I've ever loved the striker as much since Luis Suarez came onto the scene. Just for his clinical finishing, his first touch is unreal. The way he runs at defenders, um, duels in the air as well. He's just a freakish player, to be honest. And there's something special about how it's just the way he carries himself, really, as a person, as a footballer. I think he's just a very very special talent. And as Kazi said, yes, he does look better than Gakpo, admittedly, at the age of 22.
I
At the moment in this season, yeah, that's fine. But if we take off the rose tinted glasses, we just need to hope that we see this as a. We just need to hope that this becomes a lot more consistent for him. And I've no doubt there will. I've no doubt that he will continue to keep scoring goals. I've no doubt that he will be a 15 to 20 Premier League 20 to 15 to 20 goal Premier League striker. Bleh, whatever. You know where I'm coming from. But
If
yeah,
Isak comes, does he start though?
yeah, he starts on
Yeah,
the left.
straight
He starts
away.
on the left.
Left.
No, he'll
Yeah.
start. He'll start up front. He'll start
I'd
up front.
start Gakpo.
He
I
won't
can't
start on the
rate
left. He'll start up front.
Wait, so who you playing? Where you playing Isak?
Ekitike off the left, and Isak up top.
Okay, yeah.
No, I don't
so,
think. I don't. You know,
yeah.
I actually, but let me backtrack on that. I don't think Isak will start straight away because he has to get into training and
You
come
almost
on,
saw
he'll
the
come off
in
the
the
bench.
first week.
No, I
Yeah,
think
Yeah,
if
yeah,
we
he'll
got
start
some,
straight
if we
away.
got, who do we play after Arsenal? Some team.
it's a international break, isn't it?
Who's after
Yeah,
that?
that's great. Then
It's
we got
gotta be
Burnley
Burnley
some.
away.
And then it's Burnley.
Burnley
away,
away.
I think.
Then
Okay, Burnley away. Yeah, he starts. He starts Burnley away. I'm sorry, not. I don't think we're benching him for Burnley away.
Again, just to touch on Ekitike, I thought he was fantastic. Again, I thought people's biggest issue was, his XG because he was underperforming it. But bro, this
Yeah.
guy's come in, scored 2 in 2, been really clinical. At Frankfurt, I seen some of the shots, and he was taking shots from outside the box. There weren't any big chances really missed. So again, I thought his link up play fantastic when he got the chance. Him and Gakpo, really developing something up front. They did that against Bournemouth, and they did that today again. So yeah, I'm really happy with Ekitike, and I'm looking forward to what he does to the Arsenal defense on Sunday. I'll probably give him my 9.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I was so wrong on Ekitike, man. I take it all back, bruv. I take it all back. I said some unsavory things about the good brother Hugo, but yeah, he's proved me wrong in so many ways. So
Dare,
yeah, big up Hugo, man.
dare I say, Ekitike at 22 is better than Isak at 22. I don't even know
Oh
Yeah,
what
yeah,
people do.
that's not wrong.
definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
Genuinely, that's
Where was
scary. That
Isak
is.
at 22?
He was
Real
at
Sociedad.
Real
Sociedad,
Sociedad,
but
innit?
he wasn't as. He
Not
was
get
nowhere as good
ahead
as
of
this.
ourselves after 2 Premier League games. Yeah,
Nah, man, he's cold, bro.
a long way
He's
to go.
cold. He's him.
A
Bro,
long
you
way
can
to
tell
go.
when a player's gonna make it just from the way he's playing the game.
Let's not hype it
Yeah.
over a game against
I
Newcastle.
mean, Isak was a Real Sociedad, not scoring more than 10 goals, and then he came to the Premier League
There
and
you
lit
go.
it up. So it's not much
The
of a
fact
comparison, to be honest.
it's the technique Ekitike has when he shoots a ball. Look, we watch Nunes shoot, and then when you watch Ekitike
But
shoot,
anything
you see
better
the
than Darwin
difference.
Núñez.
That
Bro, it
was his
ain't
first
technique, it's
chance
just
all game,
mindset,
and he
man.
put it bottom bins, bro. You know how mad that is. His first chance all game, and he
But
slapped
to be
it.
fair, even
That's
Núñez
crazy,
performed
bro.
at St James's. So
No, but we're
Didn't
I
talking
mean,
Nunes
but
get
about.
sent
what
off
did
in the
he
second
do?
game against Palace? He held
Yeah,
him.
but
to
Yeah.
be fair, he's Núñez
I'm not
scoring
even.
the
I
All right,
genuinely
you're not
think
defending
best game of
Nunes
the
on you,
season.
man.
So
this is whether Isak comes or he doesn't. If he doesn't come, I think Ekitike will probably score 20 Premier League goals. Personally, I think he will. We haven't
Yeah.
even played. We haven't even played the dead teams yet, and so that's all I'm saying. So
All right, let's
play
quickly
two
run through
top
the
teams.
teams because I don't think they are much of an
move
impact.
on.
Bradley, I'm gonna say 5.
Yeah, 5.
I'm going to say a 4 purely because the fact that the foul that he gave away led to the second goal. So
Oh,
Yeah,
But I enjoyed the foul, so
what?
Nah,
I
you
think
cooked,
yeah,
man.
I like the good
This
flattery.
guy's
This
cooked.
guy's
Chiesa,
a
I don't
star,
think he did
bro.
much. I'll probably give him a 5.
Chiesa,
Yeah.
Kaysen, and you know what? He did well for that
he
link
did
up for
well
the
for the goal.
last goal. I'll give him 6.
I'd
He
push
did
him up to
well.
the 6.
He did well. He did well. Good
I
touch.
think he
Good.
did well.
Endo,
and he gets an
He
extra
won a
point for
good
me
few
for the
fouls
chance.
as well, and he when he came on, he won a tackle in his first couple of minutes.
Now Kaysen played a good pass to Salah. Watching that back,
Yeah, he
nice
did.
little pass.
I
Nice
think
little
Endo
pass
got
to
like
Salah.
10 seconds. So,
I didn't even realize he
And
was
he's
on the
still
didn't
pitch.
playing
realise
better than
Endo came on,
Konate,
I
bro.
can't
I'll be
lie.
honest. No, don't even put him on here. I can't lie. There's
He
no
got
point.
That was a
yeah,
good
just
move, mate.
no point ranking him.
Elliot, I got a few minutes, I think, as well.
Just
I
put him
can't
at
lie,
5.
brother.
He
Get him
didn't do anything
gone
wrong.
for
He didn't do
50
anything.
million. Get him gone 50 million.
Actually, you
That's
know what?
over
Hook him
7
up, because
minutes.
when we scored, I saw him run to the Newcastle fans and do that.
ZK kills, man.
Over 7 minutes. Man's like, get him gone over 7 minutes. Nah, that's crazy, Kazi.
No
Come on,
man,
bro.
not that slot. Don't rate him like that, bro. Like if we're gonna get, I want another attacker. Like I genuinely want another
I
attacker. If
mean,
you get
Why
50
we
would you
million,
say that
tell
though.
Elliot?
We say
I
get
don't know.
Elliot gone though.
Buy
But
another,
who do
buy
we
another
bring in?
attacker, Elliot.
I don't
R-
know, man. We
I'd
need
keep on
someone.
Elliot at this
Realistically,
stage because
who
I
are
don't
we
think we have
bringing
to
in?
You tell me. I don't know. I want to
There's
Lookman.
no
I don't know
time
why
to
we don't.
sell
I don't know why
Isak
we
and
didn't go for
to
Lookman
sell
from
Elliot and get
Probably
in
Elliot
another
played 1
attacker.
minute.
Lookman. Literally,
At this point,
He played
keep
1
Elliot.
minute
I
quite
think
clear.
against the foot
just
mob.
keep him as a backup option. I think
Yeah.
if there's a club he's going to go to, it's probably going to be a club like Spurs. I think they need a player like Elliot. But yeah, just keep him. Guys, how does it feel to have a star boy attacker?
Ah,
Oh shit, oh man! Finally,
How does it feel?
finally.
Finally, after all
I'm
those
Oh,
years,
no, 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 no,
I'm
no.
shamelessly claiming him. We took him from Chelsea. Thank you,
he's out for
Cobham.
now because he's out.
He's a
Thank you
now.
very
Michael
much.
Owen.
Big
but
up La
better
AXA,
than
bro.
Lucas.
Oh my god, I can't lie.
We
Gakpo,
struggled.
yo, Gakpo, look over your shoulder, bro. Look over your shoulder. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Ruben died for.
Just be looking over
Bro,
your
the
shoulder.
way he took that finish,
That's a
Pretty
ridiculous.
proper striker's goal.
That's
You
a
know
Like,
the
grown
person who said
man's
that in the
finish right
change room,
there.
that was definitely Gakpo, by the way. That was because I've seen Gakpo take a touch. No, seriously, I've seen Gakpo take a touch in that position and triangulate.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that guy was Gakpo. If it wasn't, then fair enough. It's not even agenda because I love Gakpo.
It's
yeah.
probably Gakpo though.
Um, but yeah,
Serious,
nah,
man.
you know what is what really excited me about Rio. And I'm not trying to take away what Thierry Henry said straight after Monday Night Football, because I saw it straight away when I was watching it, and it was when he ran down the left and just tried to take man's on 1v1. And I'm just
Literally.
thinking, yo, what is he doing? Like, you're not meant to do that, man. Pass the ball, bruv. What are you doing?
Nah,
Like,
nah, nah. Forget that, man.
no,
Man,
I
pass the
know what
ball.
you mean. Like, I'm just surprised. Like, yeah, I'm just surprised. Like, you know, 16 years old, fearless, and he's just willing to run down the wing and just, give it back to Newcastle. And I thought, well, if something is going to happen, it's going to happen through Rio, because he seems like that kind of impact player that wants to be on the ball, make things happen. And the best
Yeah.
part about it is that he's not scared at all. When you look at a lot of young players nowadays, especially when it comes to being in attack, they're full of fear. Like, they don't have that conviction about them. They don't look like they want to be on the ball. They're just there because they are. Like, you look at Martinelli, for example, now, like, he's a shadow of his former self. And, you don't want Rio obviously turning into that kind of player, but he needs to maintain that fearlessness if he wants to make it. I know that goal was, it was brilliant, unbelievable composure. But let's not get too excited. Let's just hope that he gets a lot more minutes in the Premier
Nah,
League.
I'm getting gassed, bro. That's baby
Get
Mbappe,
gassed,
I
bro.
want to
man.
see. I
What?
want to see more.
Are
I
you
can't lie. I want to
mad?
see more.
No,
He's got a lot of raw
Get
potential.
Mbappe.
no,
He's got a lot of
raw
talent.
potential, fine. But
A
like,
lot of talent.
I just don't want to get carried away in the sense of, like, okay, he should be starting over
Nah, not
Gakpo.
starting.
Oh
No,
no, no.
definitely.
He should,
That's a joke. That's a
Gakpo.
joke.
I know. But it's just I want to see him play a lot more. Like,
I can't lie. If he comes off the bench and scores against Arsenal or something, then I'll lose my mind. I can't.
Yeah. Then
Yeah, of course, of course.
ZK, you can come over to Birmingham and, like,
But
give me a slap.
you
Like,
don't want
that's
his
fine.
legs to go. He's 16, right? You don't want to play him every single week. You don't want to fuck his legs up. Look at Michael Owen. You don't
Nah,
want to
nah,
say,
nah. Not 90 minutes, bro. I'm talking like a cameo here, a cameo there.
yeah, a
Thanks.
couple
Yeah.
cameos. He's not going to play every week. I would have
Give
put
him
him
the
on.
cup games and that's it.
Give him
Same
all the
thing.
cup games.
Give
Yeah.
him a couple starts, maybe.
I wouldn't even give him the cup games, bro. They'll try and break his legs, man.
Nah, I don't know,
I'm
man.
being serious, bro.
Nah,
Like,
man, he's got to toughen up
have you
though.
seen some of these League One Donnies, man? Like,
But that's
if
proper footy, innit?
you're going to, if you're bro, hold the phone. If you're trying to go to Carlisle away or
Carlisle,
Wrexham
boy.
away, yeah, bro, I'm telling you, these will try and kill him,
But
bro.
Wrexham
Stop,
ain't
stop,
doing
calm.
Yeah.
Start
that's
Gakpo.
Disney FC.
Start
Disney
Gakpo
FC
that
are
game.
not doing
Stop.
anything to anyone.
Gakpo's good in Carabao Cup anyway. He's Carabao Cup Golden Boot. Go on, Cody.
Bro,
Yeah,
look
no,
how
I'm
scattered
keeping
these
him.
ratings are. Let's hope more for mine in the sevens, eights, man. Not in the 4 5s.
Yo, you know these football rating apps? They gave Sabazlai 6 points.
Oh, both
That's a
so stupid.
disgrace. It's a disgrace.
They don't actually see what he does on the pitch, innit?
6.4. The fuck?
He's got 6.4 and 4 yeah. Curtis
That's
Jones
disgusting,
7.3.
bro.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful, man. Oh,
Okay, one man we forgot to rate on his slot. What you guys
Slot. You
give
know
him?
what?
Six, man.
And man, great
You know what?
substitutions at the end.
You know what's pissing me off? This is twice now. Taking your best target man off. Done it against Bournemouth. Done it here. Yeah, in hindsight, it worked in the last minute. But bro,
Last minute,
how many
okay.
times are we gonna take Ekitike off? Literally,
Bro,
like
Not
I think
just
it's
last.
that.
because we don't have
he's
a
need to
striker on the
chill on
bench.
his legs. It's early days in the Premier League. You can't play 90
Yeah.
minutes back to back in your
No, he
first
looked
2
alright today. Personally, I don't think he looked that as bad as he did against Bournemouth. He
Not
got
just
gassed
that.
out.
How are we getting outplayed by 10 men Newcastle?
Yeah, you know what? That needs
Hey,
to. You know
bro.
what is?
That's not an
That's the
Arne slot
midfield.
thing.
That's the midfield's
That's not
issue.
an Arne slot thing, though.
That's the midfield. That's the midfield problem, though. They couldn't get control of the game against 10 men. Like, that's genuinely
The thing is, what look,
useless.
I'm gonna give Arne Slot a 7. He started the right player at right back, which was Szoboszlai. A lot of people were saying it would have been Curtis Jones. He picked the right team to begin with. And it's not his fault if the players start capitulating on the pitch and they don't
Yeah,
get involved in the game too much. Obviously, he missed out on having McAllister instead of Jones. Jones obviously had a good game by a lot of people's standards today, but having McAllister would have just meant a lot more control.
Way
But
more control.
yeah, no, way more control. Yeah, I underestimate that. But it's not down to Arne Slot that a lot of these players can't, maintain themselves in the big moment. Kanate, Kirkez, that's not down to him per se.
Yeah, I agree. Now, you know what I didn't like? I don't know if you've seen, during that free kick that they took where Virgil pushed the line high, he looked at the bench, he was going to go drop back, but then for the bench was telling him, no, push up. And we went so high, and then that whole Dan Burn Konate shit happened.
What
That
was
pissed me off
Konate doing?
so much.
yeah. But
That
again,
annoyed me, man.
I think Slot, he set up 1v1.
Just let Virgil
We were
do
playing
the
without a right back.
set pieces, man. Let
We
him
were playing
defend how he
without
wants to
our
defend.
best midfielder. And, we had a few new guys in there. I think Kirkez, he still needs time to get used to the team. I would have played Robertson today, to be honest. Or at least bought him on.
Against the
Nah,
Langa.
the line.
Robertson
Nah. You
against
know the one
Elanga
thing
was
Kirk
Elanga is
Kirk is
good as
wait. Kirk is held the line well. Robertson, that bro don't know where the line is, man.
I think Robertson would have battered Elanga
Offside.
and Elanga would have been able to walk. But
But to
If
be real though,
Robertson started today, he would have been put in a Rizzler paper, bro. It would
I
have
think
been
he would have given
so
a pen
long
away. I
for him.
personally think Robertson
you
might
don't
give a
need
pen
to
away.
respect Andrew Robertson, please.
Bruv, against
Nah, bro,
Elanga.
we seen that
A
season, man.
track
Langa would have
athlete
cooked him.
Elanga. Nah, that's crazy.
Langa's
Oh,
so fast,
Who's getting the winning goal on Sunday then?
bro.
My
I think
star,
I
boy.
think it's gonna be like a 2-1 or like a
I think
something
it's
like
going
that,
to be
man.
Salah.
It's
He's
gonna
going to have a
be
masterclass against the top 6. You can bet your house on it.
Nah, you know what it is though. I don't know, man. Arsenal. I think.
Or Sakaless Arsenal.
Nah,
I mean, he's gonna
yeah,
play
but
well.
Eze is gonna be on the pitch, though, innit? And Eze is a problem for us. We know that he's a
Scared of
fucking pain in
Eze.
the ass.
Leone
Yeah.
winner at the cup.
I doubt Eze would start anyway. I doubt he'd start him straight
Nah,
in
he
this
will
game.
start Eze. He'll have to, man. He's got no
He
choice.
will start him. He's an
He
option.
has to start Eze, bro. It makes no sense for him
Why
not
wouldn't
to.
he? Eze's had a full preseason and he's
He's a
played a
Premier League
Premier League
proven
game.
player,
He
and
might have
He's played a
played
Premier
come
League
to
game as well.
Anfield.
It'll
He's
be
played at
Eze,
Anfield.
Gyökeres, and Madueke. I think that'll be the front three.
That's
Do you think
dead,
Madueke?
bro.
I
Oh,
think
you reckon he start Dauman, or
I don't think he start Daman or Nonedi. I think it'll be Madueke, to be
I can't
honest.
lie. If Kirkis can't deal with Madueke, then we're gonna have some serious issues
then
here,
Bro,
we'll
mate.
have
we're going
We'll
off
have
topic
problems,
now.
mate.
Let's wrap this up.
Yep.
Yep, cool. So, guys, that was the Newcastle versus Liverpool match review. Fuck the Geordies, fuck Geordie Shaw, all them
Fuck
man
Jason
there.
True
TK.
Geordie.
True Geordie, yeah.
True
Hope you like
Geordie.
shit down your arm because we
Fuck that
absolutely
Lewis. What's his
we
name?
we dropped the biggest 30 on your arm there, you piece of shit. True Geordie, you banjord. Don't do your dance, you slut, bro. I hate this guy, man. You know what it is? I hate Newcastle, right? I've been saying it for years, man.
I
You know,
quite like him.
so
Fuck
many,
Newcastle. Newcastle, shit.
bro, so many
Yeah.
people, yeah, lick their ass, right? So many people lick Newcastle's ass. Manchester City, right? I'm not saying because this as like a City pool lover in it, like that's a Twitter thing, but Manchester City had the exact same thing. Sorry, Newcastle did the exact same thing as Manchester City, in terms of getting Arab owners, etc., etc., and saying, oh, the fans deserve this. They're a sleeping giant. They've had a lot of money invested into the club, but when it's a club like Manchester City, who haven't had any success in their club's history, they were like, oh, oil money, this, that, the other. Just
Yeah, because
admit that
Newcastle were a proper club and City weren't a proper club.
that doesn't. Well, no, you can't say one club is a proper club and the other
can.
isn't, because at
You
the end
can.
of no, you can't when it comes to football, because there are communities and there are people that still go and watch that
Because
team
there's
every
proper
single
clubs and
time.
there's tin pot clubs,
That
and
that
Man
does
City are
not
a tin pot club.
Umair, that doesn't matter
Okay,
because
going off topic.
Umair, that doesn't matter. Either way, Newcastle, you can hold it. You were doing up
Hold
like
this head.
Joe
I
Linton.
quite like
Joe
Newcastle.
Linton getting a fresh trim, wearing his Prada sunglasses, coming in and you're posting up photos, and the BBC tying him where saying, "Oh yeah, into these scouse rats," and then all of a sudden, two of your midfield get bullied, pushed off. Bruno Guimaraes gets laughed at by Gravenberch right at the end of the game, and Anthony Gordon red card.
Did you see Joe Linton cry?
Evertonian scum, bro.
Yeah, where's this Joe Linton guy supposed to? I thought our team was supposed to leave in a stretcher and no one was
That's
leaving
not
the
crying.
pitch alive.
Man, fuck Newcastle, man. Fucking annoying.
Yeah,
Us.
that's
Give and
what
take.
I didn't
Thugs,
mind
bro.
Newcastle until this. I even mind them when they beat us in the cup final, but after this Isak stuff, all of a sudden we're villains for putting a British record bidding for a player.
they blamed us,
Yeah.
for that.
Nah, bro, I've hated them. For
I've
time,
hated
man.
him for like I hated him for a long time. Yeah,
Why?
just don't like
What
him.
rivalry did Liverpool have with Newcastle?
Just don't
Bro,
like him.
it's not the rivalry. It's just
The
that I just
thugs.
don't like them.
I
Full
like the
stop.
players.
I just don't like them. Also, why did Santiago Munoz have to go to Newcastle, man? Bro, what a wash
I
player.
just got a
Anyway,
school notification, almost jumped. The
anyway, boys,
hell? 3-3.
boys,
Yeah,
free
thank
to
you
pride. Let's
for
go.
3 points again, St James's. Thank you for Genie Wijnaldum and thank you for Alexander Isak in a couple
You
And
weeks.
best
Jose
hope
Enrique.
that comes, You best hope he comes.
Anyway, boys,
Better.
thank you very much for coming on. DK, Kazi, ZK. I was gonna call you hashtag free Isak. ZK's got his own channel, by the way. ZK, do you want to plug it? Happy for you to plug it, man.
Oh shit. Yeah. ZK talks football. Just a whole lot of nut jokes over there, man. A whole lot of lewd jokes, a whole lot of inappropriate shit, but a little bit of football sprinkled on top. So if you're demented like that, just come over, take a gander, say hi,
Over.
subscribe. I don't know.
I wish I didn't let you plug it now because, that took up more time than I thought. and as always, the honorary Scouse, Umair, and this is me, Hazza. We're going to be doing a Arsenal preview and an Arsenal review as well. And yeah, boys, that's Mission Podcast. Fuck the Geordies.